Hello friends, I'm Elise Anonymous, author of the books Don't Be a Stranger and Don't Be a Stranger to Grief. Don't be strangers on connecting with other people, first impressions, leaving people with favorable impressions, and having fun connecting with people in the world. Don't be a stranger to grief is all about connecting with yourself and healing from loss and feelings of grief and transitions in life that are difficult. And my channel is all about sharing resources, talking about things that are important to me that I have found really helpful in my life or that I think that perhaps might serve others. This could be anything from books to readings to products to passions to ways in which I have transformed in my own personal life, and hopes that anything that I share might be of use to somebody else out there. So I don't really monitor the channel. I'm not asking per se for followers or subscribers or anything like that. If you like what I have to offer here and you'd like to support me so that I can continue to show up and continue to record, would love your support in my business world, either through ordering any of my books or my Rodan-filled skin and hair care products in the anti-aging arena. So that said, today I'm going to read to you from Matthew Hussey's new book, Love Life. I've been watching and following Matthew Hussey for years, love his content, and love his message. He's done so much in the world of relationship development, from dating to establishing healthy relationships with others as well as with oneself. And so I love what he stands for. So that said, I wanted to share with you out of the chapter on how to tell stories. And specifically, this is the section called The Castle. It's all about building your castle from the bottom up. Castle, of course, being the foundation for a strong, trustworthy relationship. So what's worth valuing? Begin by asking ourselves a basic question in our dating lives. What is worth valuing? And I'm just going to read you excerpts that I've highlighted just to give you a little taste of what is in his book. I highly recommend it. He talks about a model that he calls the 4 levels of importance. Importance level 1 is admiration, qualities we respect and admire or want to have ourselves. Or they have a charisma that draws us in, a smile that makes us weak. Maybe they're just hot. Whatever it is, there is something about them we can't look away from. In this admiration level, we begin to think of our situation as infatuation, a persistent, annoying, deeply annoying feeling of not being able to get this person out of our mind. Just like a comedian who gets nervous because now she's in front of a live audience and wants the audience to like her and stakes feel really high, we forget our playful, relaxed, authentic selves when we are face to face with someone we like. I talk about this a little bit in my book, Don't Be a Stranger, actually. The mere fact that we like them makes it feel as if stakes are really high. In fact, level 1, admiration, isn't really important at all. It is nothing more than a mind trick. Importance level 2, mutual attraction. The person you like seems to like you back. At the very least, they are focusing their attention on you. Maybe they're complimenting you, asking to see you, remembering some offhand thing you happened to say the last time you spoke. Maybe it's just mutual physical attraction that we call chemistry. Maybe it's a synergy in the way you think, something we think of as real connection. Perhaps it's both. Your heart and mind vibrate with excitement for wanting someone who wants you back. As we get older, we discover that finding someone they like in the first place can become an increasingly rare experience. The older we get, the easier it becomes to feel less visible in the world, as if our moment on stage has passed. So when we meet someone we like and that person returns the attraction, it feels both rare and valuable. This alchemical moment is responsible for most of the pain in people's love lives. It contains the hope of attaining something we've always deeply wanted, our own happily ever after. Level 3 is commitment. Mutual attraction is no guarantee of matching intentions. Commitment is simply 2 people agreeing on a path forward together. I choose to be with you and you choose to be with me. Without a mutual agreement to build something, there is no relationship. 2 people discovering a plot of land together, for example, this seems to have potential, but nothing is built there yet, hence building the castle. Do I have a builder, or is this just a connection? Connections don't build castles, builders do. They are not really crying over what they had in these cases, rather what they thought they could have been. If someone you had mutual attraction with disappears or moves on, or if you're the one moving on, don't grieve too much. The right person is someone who says yes. It will never be someone who says no, no matter how much potential you give them credit for. If they don't say yes, then by definition, they have lost any value once attributed to them, and they cease to be an option in our love lives. Think about for a moment, if there is someone in your life that you have mutual attraction with, level 2, who also commits to you, level 3, and then suddenly gets hit by a bus. It's tragic. No one would blame you for grieving in a situation like that. But now imagine, you might not have to, that you are going through the same emotions over the loss of someone who told you they didn't want to commit to you. The person didn't die. They're still walking around. They're still home ordering ridiculous things on Amazon. They're just choosing not to be with you. How important to your love life could they possibly be? I love that excerpt, and I've already shared it with several of my clients because I just feel like there is such importance to this message of the right person can't be the person that says no. In the course of your love life, you may run into a lot of poets, but I assure you, you'll find a lot less poetry. A poet may talk a good game, but poetry takes effort and has to actually be written for it to exist. Poetry grows out of a relationship, being surprised by the beauty in the things you build together. Don't overvalue the poet when there is no actual poetry. And importance level 4, compatibility. In love, ironically, love doesn't conquer all. Compatibility does. Two people may say yes to each other. That is, there may be commitment, but being able to work together gracefully is a different story. How well do you work in a team together? Do you have the same idea of what a great relationship looks like? Do you have the same goals? What about goals that you each have that are different? Are they synergistic, or do they represent two completely incompatible futures? Neither is inherently good or bad, but the difference may be enough to cause severe practical problems in the relationship, even if the two of them started with a strong connection. The true test is how naturally compatible your beliefs and behaviors are, and how competently you're going to negotiate with each other when differences do arise. One of the simplest questions to ask at this stage is, are they good at handling me? Isn't that one of the most romantic things that someone could do? Who's great at managing our inevitable freakouts? Does this person you're with enjoy the process? Are they patient or amused helping you manage something that they have a completely different view on? Can even your differences be a source of pleasure? Compatibility has nothing to do with agreeing on everything. It has a lot to do with enjoying the drama and the dynamics of the day-to-day decisions that you make together. So I hope that you will consider grabbing a copy of this book as well. I will continue to read little excerpts of the different books that I am focused on. And thank you for watching. Bye.